Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and today we've got the reading is for air signs, but we've got a lot of fire that's come up in your chart. So, air signs. The deck I'm using today is Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. The Fairy Tarot deck, Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. The Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. And so the first card I've pulled, and I got a cat in my vision last night, a cat that was circling me and was able to get into my room, but no one else was allowed. So everyone else was shut out except this cat. Now a cat to me represents a Leo. So you may be dealing with a Leo, or because we're in the season, we're in the year of the tiger, and tiger might be your Chinese zodiac. So you might be a tiger, and you might be dealing with two other tigers. And tigers tend to outwit their adversaries through impulse and drive, and they're not scared to make bold moves when the move is called for. So it's saying take action. Action is required in this case. You have the Justice card. Some of you could be going through a legal battle, a court case over shared monies, shared children, shared property. And it's under the cover. Maybe you're trying to do it quietly. You don't want to draw media attention to you if you're in the spotlight. You could have a fire sign that's younger than you, who is your partner. They're representing themselves. They're coming through as a female energy. They may be male with a female energy. They're younger. They like to sing, dance, act, teach. They could be in the acting world where illusions and dreamscape is what they are good at. However, they are like that in real life as well. What you see is not necessarily what you get. They may present one way and be actually the opposite. So I've got that. In the past, you were a bit of a hothead. Princess of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And she's got the big cat, which is a snow leopard, and it's in the cold. So maybe you come from the Northern Hemisphere and you used to live there. And maybe you still live there, but you're looking at, maybe you've just moved to the Southern Hemisphere where it's warmer. But it says here, you come from a different background. You may speak harshly to some people, but really you're just speaking your truth. And the truth is never compassionate, it's just the truth. It could be your truth or the truth that you believe, but it's your truth. And sometimes you can come out with your truth quite harshly, and people are dealt a massive blow because you're just being extremely blunt and to the point. And that can be looked upon as aggressive, but it's not aggressive, it's just to the point. You can withdraw in icy solitude like Elsa in Frozen. You may even look like Elsa from Frozen with the white hair, the white skin, and the blue Iceland type eyes. You are someone who is extremely intelligent. And I'm picking up, you may have Gemini in your chart as well. So you could be a Gemini with an Aquarius rising, or an Aquarius with a Gemini moon. So you've got that air element. Air and fire seldom mix. Air can whip up fire into a frenzy. So if you're with someone that's very fiery and very passionate, that might come across to you as aggressive, and then you'll just go ice cold and shut them out. And they can't stand being shut out. The partner that you're with gets very jealous and very quick to get hurt because they're generous people. Leo, this star sign is representing Leo, Sagittarian, or Aries. They are very passionate, but they can get very jealous very quickly of what's theirs. And it says in the past you may have been under the illusion of a spell that this person put on you. And it's saying how she's playing a guitar or a mandolin in this picture, but in the water it's looking more like a harp. So what looks one way is deceiving and is completely the opposite of that. So it's saying here that you may have seen this dual nature. They may have Pisces in their chart somewhere. So I picked up the black obsidian, which is protection. You may need protection. You may have had a psychotic episode. You may have had mental health that was affected by your past, and you're still dealing with it. And this person sets you off a bit, because what's going to happen is you're going to encounter another female energy, or it could be a person or a friend that is quite male in their approach but is female. So they're a tomboy. They're brilliant, they're loyal, they're talented, they can do a marketing plan, they come up with promotional ideas. They want to help maintain a balance between work and home life, and that's them there. And they can be really good at being the life of the party. They're fun, they're creative, they're magical, and they'd be the most loyal friend you'll ever have. They would stand and walk through fire for you once they feel that you're justly needing protection. Maybe they think that you're quite innocent in your beliefs. Maybe the way you look at life is quite childlike, and that usually gets switched off at a certain age, but you still have it, which is why you're able to see beneath the veil. The veils are very thin right now between heaven and earth. You can see through things and sense things like a child would. Children used to talk to imaginary friends when they were younger, but really those imaginary friends could just be spirits that are around them that they can see in the 3D that are from the 5D. So I'm getting that this person is quite childlike around you, or you are still quite childlike around them, and they want to protect you. They're fiercely protective because they know the sort of person you are, and you can get easily hurt. So you retreat into yourself. The High Priestess is pointing out what's coming in the future. More time for meditation and rest. You need to be restful. You need to follow your intuition. Go with your gut. It will never steer you wrong. You could be the head of a church. You could be the head of a spiritual church. And it's saying she's got the Torah book opened up there as a way to bless the area. Careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. So long walks, long baths, keeping to yourself, keeping inside your home will help you greatly in the future. You may want to be a bit of a recluse. You don't like to be in the public eye because you can sense everything. And so being this gifted as an air sign means your thoughts are constantly going. You're overthinking things a lot because you've got that mentality of Gemini, which is very quick to pick up on situations and read between the lines and good at communication. And you'll put people in your place and they won't even realise you put them in their place. The 5 of Swords is 5 people around you. You've got 5 enemies around you that are circling because they see that you're a bit upset right now. So you've got to keep a strong gate. You have to keep a strong focus and keep your mind still trapped. Don't let too many people into your secrets. Just tell them what they need to know. I was telling this to my son the other day. You don't have to have your phone switched on every time we talk. People listen in on conversations all the time, and they eavesdrop, and sensitive information can slip out, which I'd rather talk to them in person about. 10 of Cups, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. So you've got your family's coming to bat for you right now. So whatever you're going through, whether it be a court case over children and property and things and money, they will be there, a constant source of support to you and for you, and help you with the children in raising them. You may have a friend around you, 2 friends I've got, that are quite high up in the church or have quite a big influence. One being an older Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, and one younger Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, or they have that in their chart. So the Queen is like the fairy godmother. She comes in, she's got expensive taste. She likes velvet, satin, fine jewellery, fine clothing. She loves luxury. She likes to spend, and she'll come and help you out wherever you need support, whether it be financial or just to be there, give you a hug, or run you around. But her actions are actions. That's her love. She shows her love through actions rather than talking. Or she likes to do things for you. She'll mow your lawn, or she'll take you shopping, that sort of thing. And you've got here this little younger one is slow to move. He's very attention to detail. He likes to be very kind but very cautious in making friends and adjusting to people in his life. If he's got children or if he's married, he won't let anyone into his inner circle. You have to be a very special person to get to his inner circle. And you have to be strong about it, because being an air signs aren't that emotional, but under the core, what looks unemotional is actually very emotional. They just keep a lid on it and don't expose themselves to just anyone. This person is the same as you. They don't expose themselves to just anyone. Their vulnerability is something they don't put on display. Their mind is very active. You've got the ball at the top of his scepter there, which is his mind. It works in very unusual ways and picks up on things that most people would fail to pick up on. So I see that. The next deck I've got is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. This is a deck that kind of just picks up on things that you may want to have further knowledge about. You can do a 4 spread, or a 3 spread, or just a 1 card spread, a leg up. Someone around you is going to help you, crowning you, and that's in the form of the fire sign. But I don't think that's now. I think in the future it'll be an earth sign that'll come and help you, because they see what you're going through and they think that they can help in practical ways. They may offer you a job because they see you're in need of a job. It could be something as simple as offering work or pointing you out to people that can help you. So there's the polar bear, and he's got a little polar bear. He's trying to help him up onto his back to get him to safety. So it could be mama bear picking up baby bear. That's what I see. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. You've come to a point where it's no longer going it alone. You need help to help you on your way. You may be really tired right now. Perfect people will come to you. Who'll give you a leg up during the next days of your journey. It comes to all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Healthy relationships thrive on interdependence. Recognize you need others as much as they need you. You must allow them to support you, just as you were there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable. Speak up about your needs and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask if it is given. Seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in this prosperity. It may be the case that your endeavours have grown and you're in a position where you just can't do it on your own anymore. Time to bring in those who can give you a leg up. It says here, the perfect people will arrive so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. It's good to be independent, but sometimes we need to lean on people. I'm learning that. I find it hard to be vulnerable with people. I'm used to being the strong one. I've always been taught not to cry in front of people. Never give them that satisfaction. Just do you. But you've also got to let people in sometimes, because only then can you find you build intimacy with someone else. Intimacy is built on vulnerability. Being able to cry in front of someone. I don't do that to my mum. I let her cry because I always feel I have to be the strong one for her. And then I cry later on when she doesn't see me cry. So it's good. I don't want her to be upset for me. Very important. But yeah. But sometimes if you don't show emotion, then people don't know how to help you. The air signs, you have to be a little bit more open in telling and discussing and showing people what you need. We've got here, go to the sea. So some of you might like water. Some of you could be an aqua. And if so, the ocean is going to be great soothing to you. It's like a healing for you if you go to the sea. Being in the flow, returning to source. How pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that's fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave, allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into a sea of life. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now's the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So it's a two-part deal. A relationship requires you both to be vulnerable, but also both to be independent. And you come together at the end of the day. Sometimes it can be just friendship. You come together with someone just for friends. But friendship lasts longer than relationships. So I'd much rather have a friend than a relationship, because the friendship will always be there. A relationship ends. That's too many cards. These cards are hard to shuffle because they are the wild wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. Some of you have a doctor around you. I'm getting someone who's in a profession that's a doctor that deals with pain or swords or needles. Someone, a cosmetic doctor even, who's around you as a support, and you only need to ask for their help and they will be there for you. They will listen and you can be completely honest with them, and that's something few people get from you. You will always have your guard up, but not to this doctor. I see him being a very good friend and a confidant and a person that will help guide you and steer you on your path. That's what I see. They're in the healing profession. Into the wood. And you've got 3 graces. Friends, joy, sharing new partnerships that are fun. That's a good card. So you've got 3 friends around you that you probably don't even know of your friends right now, that you're going to meet or come across or make friends with because of where you currently reside. You might be in staying in a tent or in a campsite or backpackers, I'm getting as well. Like you're going week to week, not sure where to go next. You may be contemplating your next move. 3 is also the fates. The crone, the maiden and the virgin. Yeah. 3 friends from your past may just turn up suddenly when you need them. Finding like-minded souls to work with, a happy workplace. A new community is being birthed, meeting new friends who feel like family, overcoming trust issues with other people, sharing. Understanding and cooperation brings new opportunities. Joint business venture, growth of new friendships and relationships, bringing about play, delight, and work that is in tune with your purpose and talent. Celebration of new beginnings, dance and gentle movement. Synchronized fate of yourself with 2 or 3 like-minded beings with similar outlooks, training ideas and beliefs, new business ventures with friends, amicable interactions with strangers, feeling happy and connected to female friendships, feeling strong bonds with people, although you've just met them, creating a working magical circle built on trust, delight, security and friendship, rejoicing in femininity and feminine energies. Into the Woods is 29. That's the first card of the deck. So it comes in 3s, is the old saying. I remember one time I lost my job, my home, and my boyfriend all in that week. It completely unraveled me. And it sometimes happens in that way. It comes in 3s, and it's not meant to be like that, but it just is. And it's heart-wrenching. But sometimes these things are meant to happen, to get you unstuck, It is time for you to move beyond your shelter, to fly a little further from home, to take a chance and go into a place where you have felt uncomfortable. Things will feel strange and uncomfortable for a time, but you will grow and change and become stronger as a result. The fairy knows there are places she must walk through that are exposed and challenging. She will take great care, as she does say, but walk on the wheel. On she will. There is no turning back. There will be great rewards and flowering of talents and skills as a result of this courage. Stranger in a strange land, feeling uncertain, a transition zone. Yeah, I get everyone's in transition right now. Not feeling fully at home yet. Far from confident, the forest is flowering and the rewards have gone through the time of trepidation and nervousness, so she will keep going, but feeling exposed and awkward and vulnerable. And uncertain into a time and place where she feels sheltered again. Yeah. Face each guilt, each fear in their place brings hope and faith. She will walk on and the world will cease to be fearful, but full of joyous potential. So change is sometimes what we need to effect a change in ourselves.